I am a big fan of the Muppets. From Kermit to Fozzie and Gonzo and even the Swedish Chef, I love seeing them at Disney parks, but recently a friend asked me, Michael, is it likely that Disney could be completely taking away the Muppets from Walt Disney World? The answer, at least in my opinion for the foreseeable future, is no, and let me tell you why. One of the primary reasons why I know that Disney won't be taking away the Muppets for a long time is because they just recently introduced them at the Magic Kingdom for the Muppets Present Great Moments in American History in Liberty Square. But only the American parts. The show debuted on October 2nd, 2016, and whenever I walk by, no matter what time of the day it is, there is a significant amount of people there watching the show. It's a lot of fun. They tell different stories about American history, and I like cheering, "Go Fozzie, go Fozzie, go Fozzie." Although this new show doesn't feature any new groundbreaking technology, Disney has implemented a way for the characters to interact with a cast member on the ground, and to see that interaction live is a lot of fun. And the simple fact that this show draws a crowd each and every time, no matter how many times it runs throughout the day, goes to show that there is a lot of interest in the Muppets at Walt Disney World. Now, where does this rumor of Disney taking away the Muppets completely come from? Well, not too long ago we heard rumors about Muppet Vision 3D going away forever, and I'm going to touch back on that one in a moment, but I think it really tied into the fact that Pizza Rizzo, the new pizza spot that took over for Pizza Planet at Hollywood Studios, is reducing their hours for the season. Now, am I surprised by this news of Pizza Rizzo changing their hours to more seasonal? Not at all. I'm actually not a very big fan of Pizza Rizzo. I think the pizza, just the menu, could use a revamp, and then this location would be extremely popular. That's all Disney has to do. Change the pizza, make them better. They have all sorts of great pizza all around Walt Disney World. Bring it to Pizza Rizzo, and you've got a hit restaurant. Instead of going that route, however, Disney has decided to change the hours of it, at least for now. You never know what's going to happen in the future, especially with an extremely large expansion coming right next door at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. But that brings me back to the original thought of Muppet Vision 3D. Do I think that it could close in the future and Disney could take away the Muppets completely from Hollywood Studios? It's possible. As much as I love the Muppets, I do have to admit I haven't been to Muppet Vision 3D in several years, but I don't think I'm alone here. It's just not my priority. I want to prioritize something like Fantasmic or Indiana Jones instead, simply because I've seen it many times, it doesn't feel as recent, and I don't want to take as much time out of my day. I know everyone prioritizes things differently. Just for me, Muppet Vision 3D isn't at the top of my to-do list. Knowing that Muppet Vision 3D doesn't attract the crowds like it used to, and it's not on the highest of priority list for many of us in the Disney community, does that mean that Disney will totally gut it and change it for something entirely different? Maybe, and yes, others have rumored that. I personally have not heard any specific rumors about this, but it's an idea that we're just bouncing off each other here. However, there are other thoughts that come to mind when it comes to continuing to include the Muppets at Hollywood Studios. Disney is extremely good at reusing space for a totally different attraction without changing too much. One good example of this is Stitch's Great Escape. Although Stitch's Great Escape is closed now and many of us in the Disney community did not care for it, it goes to show that Disney definitely has an interest in keeping the ride mechanics in place and just changing the overlay with something totally different. Now, if you're thinking about this and you're super sad at just the idea of Muppet Vision 3D closing and Pizza Rizzo going away forever, and it's one of your favorites at Hollywood Studios, you can rest assured it won't be changing for at least a little while Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is under construction. The reason for this is because Disney wants Hollywood Studios to feel like a full-day park, and for good reason. We want to enjoy all of the time there, especially if you don't have a park hopper ticket. Totally understandable. Disney might be just waiting for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge to open, but they also might be waiting to see if, because of these new things coming to Hollywood Studios, maybe the crowds will shift more toward Muppets later on. So maybe Disney's waiting as well. Obviously, there's no way to know for sure what Disney will do with Muppet Vision 3D or Pizza Rizzo in the future, but the idea of Muppets going away completely from Walt Disney World is not true at all, at least in my opinion, and I would be totally shocked if that was to happen. Now, you know my thoughts. I would love to hear yours. What do you think of Muppet Vision 3D? How is it on your priority scale at Walt Disney World? Even though you love it, is it lower on the priority? Let me know. And have you tried the pizza at Pizza Rizzo? What did you think? If you loved it, that's fine too. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me. Until next time, have a magical day.